So here we go. Welcome. We are back on the lake. The 40th Snow Polo World Cup being played here at St. Moritz. Welcome to our viewers around the world. And have a look at these conditions. It has been snowing since last night. And it has turned into proper snow polo here today. But the show, it must go on. We will play. I think there's going to be slightly reduced 5-minute chukkers. But we are going to play all 3 games today. We're expecting the snow to at least settle down, maybe even stop at about 1 o'clock here in time for the 3rd and 4th place playoff and certainly the final. So please do join in. Watch us. There is a crowd here getting ready. We're watching the players stick and balling out in front of us. That ball, it's not going to roll very far. So let's see how the players go about it. Typically, we've seen them keeping the ball on the lake. Today, I would say they're going to try and get a little bit of height on the ball. But my name is John Kent. I'm delighted to be here, bringing you the commentary, the first of our games today on Polo Line TV. It is the 5th and 6th place playoff. Team Macaj, they line up Tommy Collingwood at number 1. Bendy Daniels, he plays at number 2. Nick Roldan at 3, and Grant Gansey, he is at number 4. Playing against them, Lake Taos, who was so impressive on that opening day. They have Cameron Bacon at number 1, Dylan Bacon at number 2, and then Max Charlton, number 3, Alfredo Bagatti, he is number 4. It looks like the umpires out there, Mark Holmes and Charles Seville. Just for a heads up, I usually have a screen up here with me just to view the replays and to talk you through that part of the game today. With this snow, we do not have a screen. So if I am slightly talking out of sync with what you see online, please do excuse us. As you can see, the conditions, they are white. It is powder. But what a day it is. What a day we have in store as well. So players just lining up on the far side. Our commentator here at the ground, Jan-Erik Frank, just introducing them to the audience on the far side. And what a weekend it has been here. We saw on the opening day, these teams start the campaign. Team Macaj, the champions from last year. They have been defeated in both their games. They've been getting better and better. Grant Gansey, really great to see him back here with last year's champions. Team Taos, they started so well in that opening game, and then yesterday came up against the Kushnap Practice. The Kushnap Practice, one of 2 finalists. They play against Team Azerbaijan Land of Fire. That is the final taking place, scheduled for 2:30. We'll see whether we keep that scheduling on time. The 3rd and 4th place playoff will be FlexJet against Melissa Ganzi and World Polo League. But welcome, as I say, to all of our viewers around the world. We are, of course, on our usual social media channels, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube TV, and, of course, on our app, Polo Line TV. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you can see anything on the screen. The site, it has cleared up significantly since we arrived at the ground about 45 minutes ago. So the rules here on the snow, just some things to bear in mind. After every goal, players do come back to the middle. Ends don't change, though. Ends change in between chukkers. If the ball goes out of play, then we go back for centre for a playoff, but we're underway now. And it's straight away there with Macaj, and you see straight away the difficulty in which these players are going to have the ball. It's not going to roll very far. As I say, I'm on near side with Daniels. Bagatti looking to pick it up now. Bagatti has a look for Cameron Bacon on the near side. That's what you got to do. You've got to get a little bit of loft on the ball as Cameron Bacon for Team Taos looks to go. The crowd cheering him on, giving their encouragement on the far side as Roldan picks it up. Roldan taking on Dylan Bacon. Bacon, he comes back. The tail backhand for Bagatti. Bagatti comes around in front of Nick Roldan, and the umpires blow the first whistle of the day. So will be a penalty from the spot. Again, afraid we don't have access to the screen up here for this first game, just due for weather, so there will be replays, but I won't know exactly what is on the screen, as there's another foul on the ground, this time against Dylan Bacon. But other than the snow, the conditions are actually pretty good. The temperature, not much colder than it has been. We're about -1 here on the lake today. The wind, not much of a factor so far as well, but it's going to be 40-yard penalty. Undefended, the penalties here, 40 yards or 20 yards, both of them undefended. Grant Gansey it is, teeing the ball up here. Very special year here, of course, on the lake. It is the 40th edition of this tournament. Delighted to be welcoming the great and the good of World Polo here for this tournament. Gansey with the penalty. And that's what's difficult. These last few days, they've purposefully driven that ball along the ground. But today, with the amount of powder on the lake, you've got to hit it up. So the penalties are going to be really, really tough today. As it's here now with Dylan Bacon. Bacon looking to get going there in front of Grant Gansey. Gansey, he gets the tail backhand only as far as Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti now sends the ball up towards Max Charlton on the centre. So I know that's Cameron Bacon at the centre of the ground, taking on Tommy Collingwood. Collingwood coming back as Collingwood takes on both Bugatti and Bacon. Good play there by Collingwood, sending it up. It stops in the sky. Grant Gansey just leaves the ball behind, so it's now there with Charlton. Hooked up the play well by Daniels. Bacon and Gansey coming together as it's here now with Dylan Bacon. Bacon unable to stop Grant Gansey in his tracks. Bacon now taking it away. Bacon now looking to run along. Bacon leaves the ball behind, and the backhand played by Daniels. Still here now on the near side with Collingwood. Collingwood can't get a lot of distance. Understandable the complications in this game so far. It's a shot sent down the line, but there is Max Charlton. Charlton backing it into the open space. Picked up there, and now again with Tommy Collingwood. Unlucky for him, hitting it against his own player, and it's now again with Dylan Bacon. Dylan Bacon and Bugatti having a go, and eventually falls out there in front of Bugatti again, but good defensive play at the front there from Cameron Bacon, not allowing Tommy Collingwood for backhand. Bugatti went for the drive, takes it out to the boards. Now, how is Bugatti going to play this one? He goes for the big neck shot up towards the goal, but it's going to be Roldan now to bring it away. Roldan has it under his spell, sends it up towards the halfway line with the open backhand there was Max Charlton. Spinning onto again is Roldan. Roldan has a look to see where Collingwood is. Collingwood choosing to stay close. Take it out, says umpire Mark Gomes, as Roldan sends it down the ground. The backhand played by Bugatti. Who turns first? Again, it will be Nick Roldan. 2.5 minutes to go here in this opening of our four chukkers. As Roldan, Bacon allowed to get away with that one, says the umpires. The umpires letting play run today. Cameron Bacon called off the play by Charlton. Charlton sends it up the ground. Bacon calls for a pass. Charlton looking for him, but again, just gets stuck in the snow as Nick Roldan. This might be the way. Keep it in the air. Take the snow out of the equation. Still here then with Roldan. Roldan and the umpires do call play to a stop. I think Roldan took a bit of a hit to the hand. So let's just have a look now as the umpire's just talking to the players on the ground. And it's great to see still, despite the conditions, the crowd are coming in here on the lake, especially here on the viewer side. And it's going to be Tommy Collingwood coming round to take this penalty from the centre of the ground. Collingwood Sends it out left, looking for the runner in Daniels. Daniels, again, the ball just gets stuck underneath the snow and brought away now by Bacon. Cameron Bacon, his brother Dylan behind him. Dylan sends it long down the ground. Good play by Dylan Bacon. Cameron Bacon unable to continue the attack, so Nick Roldan, he slows it down. Roldan, again, you see the tactic of Roldan is clear. When you got the talent, why not give it a go? It's Roldan sending it long down the ground, looking for Grant Gansey at the front, but Dylan Bacon, he's having a great opening to this game. And look at the snow just come up into the air as Bacon and Gansey come together. Dylan Bacon still has a look down the ground. He's got Cameron Bacon running out in front of him. Dylan Bacon with the drive down the ground, and Bacon is gone. It's Dylan Bacon looking to get going at speed here. Leaves it now for Cameron Bacon as the backhand played by Daniels. Only as far again as Max Charlton. Charlton reaches out, gets it behind him. Still now with Max Charlton. Leaves it again for Cameron Bacon. Still the ball just getting stuck there in the powder as Charlton sends it up over the back line. Yes, it does go over, and that will be a knock-in. Short in chuckers out here today. We have been playing 6.5. I think we're just playing 5 minutes here in this game. There does go the buzzer, so 30 seconds before the end of the first chucker as Bagatti looks to pick it up. Bagatti spins it round, leaves it now for Bacon. Bacon taking it out to the right-hand side. The near side backhand played by Daniels. Charlton met there head-on by Daniels. Still now with Grant Gansey. Picked up by Collingwood. Collingwood looks to send it long up the ground. I don't think there's going to be time for either side as there does go for bell. So the end of our first chukker. And unsurprisingly, perhaps, with the conditions scoreless here, it's 0 apiece between Taos and Macaj. So players make their way back onto the field of play. The conditions really are having an impact here, but the show, it will go on here. The 40th edition of the Snow Polo World Cup. 1985, this tournament started. Rito Gaudenze, the brains, the visionary behind it. He is here guiding this tournament from a managerial perspective. His son, Tito Gaudenze, he will be playing for FlexJet in the 3rd and 4th place playoff. Go save the snow is falling heavy. It has been since about dinner time last night. The conditions, though, they are improving, and we expect this snow to stop anywhere between midday and 1 o'clock, which bodes well for the 3rd and 4th place playoff and the final, of course, to follow. And it really does promise to be a great final as well. The Kushnat practice looking to get their names on the trophy for the first time. Eduardo Greggi and his side playing against Azerbaijan, the land of fire. 2 times winners, 22-23. Can they make it a hat-trick in 2025 here? So, players back in the centre of play. I'll tell you what, Team Macaj, winners last year. You'd want one of these Macaj jackets. One of these beautiful snow jackets out here in these conditions. It's been near side backhand played there by Nick Roldan. Looking for Tommy Collingwood. Collingwood sends it up over the Macaj side, and it will be a roll-in. Chance here just to give a shout-out to all of the staff. We've been saying it the last 2 days, but today in particular, to get this ground in any sort of conditions to play. We saw them as well scraping down the sponsor boards just before the game. It really is an incredible operation out here. As it's here now, turning round with Roldan. Roldan picking it up, fighting his way through the crowd. Nick Roldan being pressured there by Cameron Bacon. Cameron Bacon backed again by Bugatti, looking for Cameron Bacon to go on and run again. Coming back there, just leaving the ball behind. And sent back up over those boards again, so we'll go back to the centre of the ground for a roll in. So ball goes back into play. And picking it up there is Bugatti. Bugatti couldn't quite get a run on it. The near side backhand played. And it's going to be here now with Nick Roldan. Roldan, look at that again. He wants to put on a show, and he's doing just that as Nick Roldan stopped in the snowbound, picked up by Max Charlton. Charlton sends the ball down the boards, looking to see if he could find Dylan Bacon, but Bugatti, he gets there, sends Bacon on his way. Look at that by Cameron Bacon. Bacon, both of them, I should say, Cameron and Dylan, they are really giving it their all out here in these conditions. Dylan Bacon now looking to run round the left-hand side of the waiting defence, as again the snow actually just beginning to fall a little bit harder now as it's here now, and it'll be picked up by Ganzi. Ganzi leaves the ball behind. Those conditions of last year where it was too hot and the ice had melted, that seems like a long time ago now. There's 40 centimetres and probably more of ice underneath the lake at this stage, as it just gets stuck again for Max Charlton. Charlton, he looks up. Umpires say use it as Charlton hits it straight into the body there of Tommy Collingwood. That's going to be cold in this as Charlton again sends it up into the sky, looking for Bugatti. Bugatti watches it down. Across comes Daniels. Daniels got the hook, and it's going to fall here now again for Collingwood. Collingwood brings it out here. Collingwood sends it up and long. Coming back in defence is Dylan Bacon. Bacon. Behind him is Bugatti, but Bacon eventually does leave it for his 7-goal teammate. One-time player in this tournament before this year, and he did win it on that previous occasion. Max Charlton, talking of winners, 4 times winners as it goes up over boards again. So we remain scoreless here in this second chukker. 2 minutes to go before the halfway point. But the conditions have had more to do with that than perhaps anything else. Max Charlton just asking him to wait for him to get to the front. As for the brothers, Cameron and Dylan, they come together there, and eventually Collingwood ridden out of it well there by Cameron Bacon. Dylan leaves it for Charlton. Charlton just adjusted the swing there before hitting his own teammate. As it's still there now, sent down by Daniels. Daniels unable to pick it up. Scooping it out the ground is Max Charlton. Charlton gives it to Bacon. It's great humour these players are playing with out there. They're smiling. They realise it's a joint difficulty out there as it gets left again for Bugatti. Bugatti takes it up the ground, looking for a teammate to pick it up in Cameron Bacon. Cameron Bacon, he's there. Daniels was in front of him. Collingwood gets the hook and picked up now by Ganzi, or Tommy Collingwood, who's dropped his stick. Good luck finding that one in the snow. And the umpires, they do blow the whistle. So they will dig into the snow and try and find that one for Tommy Collingwood. And we've got just over a minute to go here. As still the players laughing and smiling at each other. It's been played, like I said, in really great spirit. Yesterday, it was understandably so in the semi-finals. All the teams desperately playing for place in the final. Got a little sore-tempered at times. Umpires had a lot to do, but this game certainly been played in good spirit out here in this 5th and 6th place playoff. So a penalty from the centre of the ground here. And it's going to be in favour of Tommy Collingwood. We've got about 23 seconds to go then until the first bell goes. This is picked up out the air there by Bugatti. Bugatti looking for Bacon. Bacon is able to get there. It's going to be Cameron Bacon, though, rather than Dylan. Dylan now does pick it up. Dylan Bacon has a look to see where Cameron is. Gets stuck again. There goes the first bell. 30 seconds to see if either team can make it any goal here in this first half, as it's brought out wide now, left here by Ganzi. Ganzi, you'd think now we're going to run out of time before the halfway point. So now just looking to make sure no foul is the priority for both these sides as Roldan scoops it away. First from Dylan, then from Cameron. It's their time. It's going to be Daniels. Daniels sends it up and high and through the goal. Look at that. It's Daniels with the score. And look at the smiles on the face. He breaks the deadlock and we will go into a halfway point. 1-0 in favour of the defending champions, Team Macaj. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Here lives the rare, the holy grail of the undiscovered, the uncommon, the enchanted and offbeat. To find it, you need to begin off the map of ordinary. Taos, it's out there.
So, welcome back. The second half. What a goal that was by Benji Daniels. He is the man with the biggest smile on his face up there at the moment. Like I say, really important to take the snow, the powder out the equation, and he did just that. He lofted it from about 40 yards out, finding that score. So 1-0 in favour of Macaj. Players go back. It's up high in the sky as there is Charlton. Charlton beaten to it by Collingwood. Now they look to go again. Grant Ganzi looking to send Daniels on his way as it's brought across now by Bacon. Dylan Bacon looking to get going here. This amazing organisation. Nicky Evans, the manager, behind the scenes, talking to me before the game, the way in which they brought all the horses over from England before this tournament. And what a performance they put on throughout the weekend. The first game they played, perhaps a performance of the weekend so far. But that really close game yesterday against the Kushnat practice put them in this 5th and 6th place playoff. Is there now with Roldan. Roldan with the shot down the centre. Not going to go as far. Next shot played by Bugatti. Bugatti, Collingwood. Sending it back, Matt Charlton picks it up, sent back again by Collingwood, so playing a game of tennis literally as Bugatti takes it out the air. Bugatti now to the right-hand side. Bugatti sends it up, but it's not going to reach the back line, so coming away now will be Nick Roldan again. Roldan up high, will it stay in? I think it's going to go out. I was wondering whether it would fly back in, but it's well and truly out of play. And that will be a roll in from the centre of the field. So, ball goes back in play. Do excuse me again for the fact we don't have a screen up here in this first game, so I'm just going to be commentating what I see as Bacon brings it away. Max Charlton picks it up, takes it to the left of Dylan Bacon. Bacon now to the right-hand side of Nick Roldan. Good play by Cameron Bacon to take Roldan away for a split second, but Collingwood will pick it up and come away in defence. It's still there. Ooh, the horse didn't help out Cameron Bacon there. The ball got a little bit stuck. But coming back with the backhand there is Collingwood again. Who turns onto it first? it will be none other than 4 times winner of the Snow Polo World Cup, Max Charlton, perhaps the finest player in this discipline of the world as things stand. Max Charlton taking it out left, leaves the ball behind. Coming onto it there is going to be Cameron Bacon. Dylan Bacon now on the near side. Again, just bringing the horse to a stop as he comes back round again. Now Dylan looks to go. Dylan Bacon taking on the waiting. Look at that by Dylan Bacon on the near side. Couldn't pick it up. Cameron Bacon digs it out the snow, but it's only going to fall again for Nick Roldan. Roldan sends it up high and handsome towards the boards. As Dylan Bacon, he gets there again. Bacon spins it round, stolen off him by Daniels. Daniels now taking it up towards Bugatti. Bugatti steals it away, and Nick Roldan, playing for time, but had a smile on the face of Grant Gans. He knew exactly what his teammate was doing there. And it will be a roll in again. Still 1-0. Team Macaj, they lead. That wonderful goal by Benji Daniels, as Nick Roldan, using his experience again. We've seen him over the years, delighting the crowds here on the Lake of St. Moritz, and the umpires are going to give him a chance from the 40. It's going to be entertaining watching these penalties today, how they go about them. Of course, so far we've seen players trying to keep it low to take the wind out of the equation. Now, you certainly cannot keep it low because the snow will stop it from going anywhere. So let's see what they do, but they will have an undefended penalty 40 yards from goal. So just as we get ready for this penalty, I've been getting an update on what will be happening in between games. The second game due originally to get underway about 12:30. It's going to be about 10 minutes late or so, if we just watch Daniels first. Daniels goes for the height again, but he's gone wide to the right-hand side. So just to give you that update again, we will be about 10 minutes late for the second game. That's because they're going to bring down the big snow plow to take away the powder before the second game and the level behind. The concern, of course, is making sure that the conditions stay level. As you can see here, there have been a few stumbles, so that's why they've been reticent to take away the powder before this opening game. As it's sent long there by Nick Roldan. Bugatti, he went for it, and it's going to be picked up now here by Dylan Bacon. Dylan Bacon hooks out the play. Falls now for Cameron Bacon. Nick Roldan looking to get there. Roldan does eventually get there and looks to bring it round in front of Charlton. Get it is the call from Roldan to Daniels. They're all crowding around him and a whistle is blown. So it looks like it's going to be a 20-yard penalty in favour. Let's see if they can get this one through the posts and make it 2-0. So picking up now, Tommy Collingwood. Collingwood for 20 yards out again. You got to hit it hard. You got to hit it high. And that is not easy. So wide to the left-hand side. So it remains 1-0. The snow continues to fall. But a real shout out to all of the organisers and the ground staff here to get them playing at all. As you look as the ball goes up the bank of snow. As it's here now with Roldan putting it back there for Ganzi. Grant Ganzi looks to go, but again, wide left. It has stayed in play as Max Charlton comes across. There goes the first buzzer. 30 seconds left then in this third and penultimate chucker as Bacon looks to go. This is where we saw the goal in the last chucker, was right in these final seconds, and it was this player, Daniels. Daniels gets around Bugatti. Daniels, can he repeat the script? He gets it out in front of him. It's going to be Benji Daniels. Charlton stops him. Roldan, he comes through. The umpires have a look. They say play on, and Dylan Bacon looks to clear. Bacon coming round now in defence. There goes the second bell. One chucker left in this opening game, and it remains 1-0 in favour of Team Makaj. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. So welcome back here to the fourth chucker. Just having a look at umpire Mark Holmes behind us. What a job they are doing out here. The umpires Mark Holmes, Charles Seville, Cesar Ruiz Guinezu, and Ollie Ellis. The chief umpire out here, Oliver Ellis. It's Cesar Ruiz Guinezu and Mark Holmes out here in this opening game. Big shout out to the umpires. Tony Ramirez as well here, the photographer for the tournament. Do check out all of his images online. As Charlton just scoops the ball up over the boards. One chucker remaining in this 5th and 6th place playoff. What an opening game it has been of the day here on the snow. Again, great to see the smiles, the good humour in which this game is being played. Team Taos. What a location that is, out in the mountains in New Mexico. The ski resort, the snow resort owned by the Bacon family, and great to see Dylan and Cameron Lewis Bacon. He was here as well for the tournament, and what a performance they put on, especially in that opening game. It was a tight semi yesterday, and they find themselves here looking for that 5th place finish, as it's here with Charlton. Charlton leaves it for Bugatti. Bugatti looking to tie us up. Alfredo Bugatti. Bacon comes through. Dylan Bacon gives it to Cameron Bacon. Cameron Bacon. Charlton is there. And the backhand played by Grant Gansey. Gansey sends it long. That gives me a chance just to remind you again, the next game, it is going to be slightly delayed because we're going to have the big snowmobile, the snowplow, coming down and clearing the field. I can see it on its way down behind us, as it is here. We'll wait to confirm as well whether we'll move back to 7 minutes or 5-minute chuckers. We'll keep you informed. First of 3 games being played here today. As it's here now with Bugatti. Bugatti scoops it up. Alfredo Bugatti, what a score! Alfredo Bugatti again taking the snow out the equation. Scooped it up in the air. Put it through the goalpost. The music plays. We are tied at 1 goal apiece. So, ball goes back in play. And it's going to be here now with Nick Roldan. Roldan sends it down the ground. Remember, ends don't change after the goal, so still heading in the same direction. Can either side get a winner? We will play. Well, I believe we will. We'll wait to see it get confirmed with the conditions if it goes into extra time. But Nick Roldan, look at that by Nick Roldan. He is magical on the ball. It is Nick Roldan. Went for a big cut shot. He might have been better off flicking it back up again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. As it's here again with Bugatti. Bugatti has a look up. Still now with Alfredo Bugatti. as left behind again. Daniels leaves it for Collingwood. Collingwood looking to fight his way through, but Charlton scoops it away. Here now with Max Charlton. Charlton looks out to the right-hand side, but coming onto it in front of him all will be Collingwood again. Bugatti steals it back. Both sides can taste victory within their grasps as Dylan Bacon takes it out here to the right-hand side. Bacon. Behind him is Bugatti. Bugatti on the near side, in between Collingwood and Daniels. Daniels couldn't get there as Cameron Bacon comes through. There again will be Collingwood. Daniels unable to get there. Roldan needed to get it with Charlton floating about. The dummy backhand played as Roldan looks to scoop it up again. This is his clear tactic today. Take it up into the air. Nick Roldan. Max Charlton called off the play by Cameron Bacon. Bacon turning around in front of all of them. Collingwood coming into fight. Just a little bit of urgency by these two sides now. They're going to want to claim 5th place out here, as it's here now with Bugatti. Bugatti gives it to Charlton. Charlton sends Cameron Bacon to stretch the play. They've got the overlap if they're quick, which they are. Looking for Bugatti. It's all up to Roldan, but Roldan, look at that, takes it out the air. Taken across now again by Bugatti. And coming across is Dylan Bacon. And the umpires blow the whistle. So the players come back to the centre of the ground again. As the ball goes up towards, see if it's a 20 or a 40. The difficult thing, of course, is these players give away the foul. They know it's perhaps harder to get it from 1 in 40 than running to it. It certainly becomes something to think about. Minute and 10 to go. As it's there with Nick Roldan, took over, but it goes well wide left in the end. So off we go again. Bugatti. Called off by Charlton, but it hits the backhand. Roldan. Oh, he comes in. And just hearing from the team in charge that if we are tied at the end of this chukker, we will go straight to a penalty shootout. Normally, extra time is played, but they're going to go straight to penalties out here with these conditions. But the sun is beginning to shine, a little bit behind. Ever the optimist up here in the Polo Line Tower. We're going to go in between games and put the sock warmers on and the hand warmers. We'll be back for the second game. Like I say, that one probably going to start about 1:45, 12:30, 1:45. The 3rd and 4th players playoff. Melissa Gansey, she'll be there with her World Polo League side against FlexJet for that game as Bacon. Change of tactic. Dylan Bacon's a man to take, wanting to send Bugatti up. Can either side win it here in regulation? It's going to be Nick Roldan. Taken away by Bacon, but the umpires say no, sir. Now, where are they going to put this ball as we head towards a penalty shootout? So the ball heads back to the centre. Can either side score a goal to win it in regulation? So 42 seconds to go. What a shot that is by Tommy Collingwood. Teed it up, gives it to Nick Roldan. Charlton coming back. They want to make sure they don't concede as Daniels. Daniels taken away by Bugatti. Bugatti hooked out of it. Still they defend at the front, and Max Charlton clears the danger, given out of Bacon. They want the foul markage, but they're not going to get it. There is Grant Gansey on the ball now with Bugatti. Bugatti can't get past Daniels, but Daniels draws a whistle. So we are right in the final stages of this chukker. And we could well be heading towards a penalty shootout. As it's here now with Bacon, as they just say, if we do go to penalty shootouts, all penalties will be 20 yards out and everyone will take one. But it looks like where we're going, unless either side can win it. Oh, Max Charlton, he would have been gone there as well, as he still looks to keep on the danger. The open backhand played. There does go the bell. The bell signals 30 seconds here in this chukker before the penalties come along. Charlton, or you may as well give it a go. But the whistle is blown. Let's see whether we play out this final chukker. Then we will go to those penalty shootout. All penalties to be taken from 20 yards out. Each player to take. Unless either side can get a winner beforehand. And it looks like they're going to let this last play oh no, they're saying the end of a chukker. So they are saying the end of the chukker. This is, of course, unprecedented. So the umpires just confirming how they want to play this. A slight change of the rules. And they're going to go straight to a penalty shootout. So every single player to take a penalty from 20 yards out and see where we go from there. Again, apologies. This is, of course, unprecedented conditions here on the lake with the snow. We've already seen shortened chukkers, and it looks like here the decision is to go straight to penalty shootouts for the safety, for the warmth of the players. That is the decision. So, 20 yards separates these sides. A 5th and 6th place playoff. Team Macaj, the champions of last year, of course. Taos, great to have them here for the first time. Both sides been putting on their best, so tied 1 goal apiece. So just getting confirmation, they're running some new balls to the goal, and Dylan Bacon to take the first of the penalties. Bacon for his Towers side, through the centre of the goal. What a start that is. Dylan Bacon with the score, so Towers make it 1-0. Snow falling from the tower above us. Getting a little bit icy up here as well. But Grant Gansey stepping up. Gansey, easy as you like. And they are tuned in to this game. So 1 penalty apiece. We'll call it 2 apiece. They're going to carry on the score. So 2 goals each, 1 penalty each. Who will come out the winners? They're just having a chat about who gets to pick the ball being used. They just took a whole bag, fully inflated, So who's going to step up? We've seen Daniels and Dylan Bacon scoring already. Max Charlton now, the 4 times winner of this tournament. He looks like he's going to go next. No, don't lie when I say the conditions are improving. There is now blue sky up above us as well, and it's promising to be a great afternoon. So please do make sure you tune in for this afternoon's polo. This game's been a bit tough going with the conditions, but it's a great afternoon of polo ahead. The snow plough, it is coming out. The snow is beginning to stop, so it will be normal service resumed, it looks like, for the 3rd and 4th place playoff and the final. So Charlton, oh, there was a whistle before he hit it. So a little bit of a discussion going on. There was a whistle before the hit. He did hit it wide, but I imagine that means there's going to be another hit. So it wasn't, the penalty didn't count as being taken, so they've given it back to Max Charlton. Maybe a little bit relieved, went wide, so he will come back onto it. So Charlton, it's rolling close, but it's wide to the left-hand side. It didn't quite reach the back line either. So a chance here for Makaj to take an early advantage. See, it looks like it's going to be Tommy Collingwood to step up. So Dylan Bacon, he converted his penalty, as did Benji Daniels. And now it is the turn of American international Tommy Collingwood. The large number of US players here on the lake this year. We'll be seeing another group of them with Melissa Gansey and her World Polo League side playing next as well. Tommy Collingwood emphatically through the centre of the goal. So that makes it 3-2 if you count the 1 goal apiece before, 2 goals to 1 on penalties. And it's advantage Team Makaj. A team, of course, familiar to these conditions. The title was won last year through a penalty shootout. Bugatti steps up and hits it wide to the left-hand side. And that means... Now they're saying game. I still think they've got to score this one. They're getting a little overexcited on the far side. It's going to take a goal here for Daniels. He's got Nick rolled down behind him, just giving him words of encouragement. If this goes through, Makaj, they will guarantee 5th place. If not, there's still a chance for Taos. So Daniels to win it. Benji Daniels, what a score that is, and it is victory for Team Makaj. So the team in black are the winners of the 5th and 6th place playoff. Thank you to all who joined us here for this opening game. We will be back live for the second game. There will be a slight delay whilst the pitch is ploughed by the snowmobile. So the conditions expected to improve. The blue sky is up above us, and we will see you very soon. But it is Makaj, the 2023 champions, 24 champions, who take 5th place.
When you are here and you feel the environment, the people, you just want to come back. You know, you just want to be here. It's unbelievable. And it's the right place for the environment of my company, because most of my friends and also people who know us and those who refer people to us are here. And of course, being a Swiss company, living in Zurich, it just makes sense. It's just amazing. I mean, the number one thing that I enjoy here is the organization. I've never experienced such a great organization anywhere else in the world. I mean, I really want to congratulate Reto and his entire team. It's just unbelievable. So experiencing this level of excellence and exquisite treatment by them is just amazing. And outside, I have so many friends, family, and colleagues from the industry who come here just to watch this and be with us. So to me, it's more of a friendly event where I connect to all the people I love, first of all. And then I get to have fun playing polo as well. Well, I feel great. I mean, the other team, they have been winning. They won, I think, 3 times. They were by far the favorite. The result was very hard. I mean, I'm just happy we still made it. We are in the semifinal. We fought really hard. My team, we are one. We are united. But the others, yeah, they played a bit better. They are really great. They're very experienced. I have 2 new players who never played on the snow, but they did great. So I'm absolutely delighted still and very grateful that we passed to the semifinal.
This is my 3rd time actually. It's very nice to be here. Everything's well organized. The teams are super competitive. And thanks to Azerbaijan that they invited me again. With Adriancito, Elchin and Tarlan. It's a strong team, yes. It's perfect. Actually, you don't have time to get along, bad or good. Just play, give everything in there and hope for the best. Yeah, I think Elchin the other day said that it's been 10 years. Yeah, we have a very good relationship. We talk to each other during the year. We talk about polo and whatever. It's good fun. It's a good friend. Actually, it's a good time of the year. I really look forward for this tournament. End of January, it's been fun. Not so much fun that this year the family couldn't come. It's also nice to come with the family, but we enjoy a lot, and it's a very nice tournament. And especially if you have a good team, that it makes you look forward more to play. Well, we won the first game against them by half a goal. I don't know. Anyone's game, we'll see tomorrow. It's super hard to play against the wind, and we'll see. The one that puts the ball in the goal.
Here lives the rare, the holy grail of the undiscovered, the uncommon, the enchanted and offbeat. To find it, you need to begin off the map of ordinary. Taos, it's out there.
It all starts with a flower. Fill your world with wonder.
When you are here and you feel the environment, the people, you just want to come back. You know, you just want to be here. It's unbelievable. And it's the right place for the environment of my company because most of my friends and also people who know us and those who refer people to us are here. And of course, being a Swiss company, living in Zurich, it just makes sense. It's just amazing. I mean, the number one thing that I enjoy here is the organization. I've never experienced such a great organization anywhere else in the world. I mean, I really want to congratulate Reto and his entire team. It's just unbelievable. So experiencing this level of excellence and exquisite treatment by them is just amazing. And outside, I have so many friends, family, and colleagues from the industry who come here just to watch this and be with us. So to me, it's more of a friendly event where I connect to all the people I love, first of all. And then I get to have fun playing polo as well. Well, I feel great. I mean, the other team, they have been winning. They won, I think, 3 times. They were by far the favorite. The result was very hard. I mean, I'm just happy we still made it. We are in the semifinal. We fought really hard. My team, we are one. We are united. But the others, yeah, they played a bit better. They are really great. They're very experienced. I have 2 new players who never played on the snow, but they did great. So I'm absolutely delighted still and very grateful that we passed to the semifinal.
This is my 3rd time actually. It's very nice to be here. Everything's well organized. The teams are super competitive. And thanks to Azerbaijan that they invited me again. With Adriancito, Elchin and Tarlan. It's a strong team, yes. It's perfect. Actually, you don't have time to get along, bad or good. Just play, give everything in there and hope for the best. Yeah, I think Elchin the other day said that it's been 10 years. Yeah, we have a very good relationship. We talk to each other during the year. We talk about polo and whatever. It's good fun. It's a good friend. Actually, it's a good time of the year. I really look forward for this tournament. End of January, it's been fun. Not so much fun that this year the family couldn't come. It's also nice to come with the family, but we enjoy a lot and it's a very nice tournament. And especially if you have a good team, that it makes you look forward more to play. Well, we won the first game against them by half a goal. I don't know. Anyone's game, we'll see tomorrow. It's super hard to play against the wind, and we'll see. The one that puts the ball in the goal.
Here lives the rare. The holy grail of the undiscovered. The uncommon. The enchanted and offbeat. To find it, you need to begin off the map of ordinary. Taos, it's out there.
It all starts with a flower. Fill your world with wonder.
When you are here and you feel the environment, the people, you just want to come back. You know, you just want to be here. It's unbelievable. And it's the right place for the environment of my company because most of my friends and also people who know us and those who refer people to us are here. And of course, being a Swiss company, living in Zurich, it just makes sense. It's just amazing. I mean, the number one thing that I enjoy here is the organization. I've never experienced such a great organization anywhere else in the world. I mean, I really want to congratulate Reto and his entire team. It's just unbelievable. So experiencing this level of excellence and exquisite treatment by them is just amazing. And outside, I have so many friends, family, and colleagues from the industry who come here just to watch this and be with us. So to me, it's more of a friendly event where I connect to all the people I love, first of all. And then I get to have fun playing polo as well. Well, I feel great. I mean, the other team, they have been winning. They won, I think, 3 times. They were by far the favorite. The result was very hard. I mean, I'm just happy we still made it. We are in the semifinal. We fought really hard. My team, we are one. We are united. But the others, yeah, they played a bit better. They are really great. They're very experienced. I have 2 new players who never played on the snow, but they did great. So I'm absolutely delighted still and very grateful that we passed to the semifinal.
This is my 3rd time actually. It's very nice to be here. Everything's well organized. The teams are super competitive. And thanks to Azerbaijan, and they invited me again. With Adriancito, Elchin, and Tarlan. It's a strong team, yes. It's perfect. Actually, you don't have time to get along, bad or good. Just play, give everything in there, and hope for the best. Yeah, I think Elchin the other day said that it's been 10 years. Yeah, we have a very good relationship. We talk to each other during the year. We talk about polo and whatever. It's good fun. It's a good friend. Actually, it's a good time of the year. I really look forward for this tournament. End of January, it's been fun. Not so much fun that this year the family couldn't come. It's also nice to come with the family, but we enjoy a lot, and it's a very nice tournament. And especially if you have a good team, it makes you look forward more to play. Well, we won the first game against them by half a goal. I don't know. Anyone's game, we'll see tomorrow. It's super hard to play against the wind, and we'll see. The one that puts the ball in the goal.
lives the rare. The holy grail of the undiscovered. The uncommon. The enchanted and offbeat. To find it, you need to begin off the map of ordinary. Taos, it's out there.
It all starts with a flower. Fill your world with wonder.
When you are here and you feel the environment, the people, you just want to come back. You know, you just want to be here. It's unbelievable. And it's the right place for the environment of my company because most of my friends and also people who know us and those who refer people to us are here. And of course, being a Swiss company, living in Zurich, it just makes sense. It's just amazing. I mean, the number one thing that I enjoy here is the organization. I've never experienced such a great organization anywhere else in the world. I mean, I really want to congratulate Reto and his entire team. It's just unbelievable. So experiencing this level of excellence and exquisite treatment by them is just amazing. And outside, I have so many friends, family, and colleagues from the industry who come here just to watch this and be with us. So to me, it's more of a friendly event where I connect to all the people I love, first of all. And then I get to have fun playing polo as well. Well, I feel great. I mean, the other team, they have been winning. They won, I think, 3 times. They were by far the favorite. The result was very hard. I mean, I'm just happy we still made it. We are in the semifinal. We fought really hard. My team, we are one. We are united. But the others, yeah, they played a bit better. They are really great. They're very experienced. I have 2 new players who never played on the snow, but they did great. So I'm absolutely delighted still and very grateful that we passed to the semifinal.
This is my 3rd time actually. It's very nice to be here. Everything's well organized. The teams are super competitive. And thanks to Azerbaijan that they invited me again. With Adriancito, Elchin and Tarlan. It's a strong team, yes. It's perfect. Actually, you don't have time to get along, bad or good. Just play, give everything in there and hope for the best. Yeah, I think Elchin the other day said that it's been 10 years. Yeah, we have a very good relationship. We talk to each other during the year. We talk about polo and whatever. It's good fun. It's a good friend. Actually, it's a good time of the year. I really look forward for this tournament. End of January, it's been fun. Not so much fun that this year the family couldn't come. It's also nice to come with the family, but we enjoy a lot and it's a very nice tournament. And especially if you have a good team, that it makes you look forward more to play. Well, we won the first game against them by half a goal. I don't know. Anyone's game, we'll see tomorrow. It's super hard to play against the wind, and we'll see. The one that puts the ball in the goal.
Here lives the rare. The holy grail of the undiscovered. The uncommon. The enchanted and offbeat. To find it, you need to begin off the map of ordinary. Taos, it's out there.
So welcome back here to the Lake of San Moritz, the 40th Snow Polo World Cup. We're delighted to be bringing you the action here on Polo Line TV. It is the third and fourth place playoff. FlexJet playing against World Polo League. The pitch, it has been flattened. The sun, it has snuck out from behind the mountains, but it is still cold. But that will not put these players off. It's going to make all the difference with the powder having been taken off the lake. My name is John Kent. Be delighted to have been commentating this entire tournament for you. And the teams in the third and fourth place playoff. We will go through the two lineups for you. It is going to be FlexJet in the white, World Polo League out in those purple shirts. Really excited for this game to get underway. Just see there the tower on the far side. Jan-Erik Frank, the commentator on the ground with the likes of Rito Garenze and the officiating crew up there. But the bell has gone and we are getting ready to get the second of our three games underway. So the two lineups then for you. FlexJet, Nicholas Johansson, Pelagio Berezzari, Facundo Sola and Tito Garenze. They play against World Polo League. Melissa Ganzi, Jason Crowder, Alejandro Navijo Estrada and Mariano Gracida. There will be half a goal on the board to get us underway in favour of FlexJet. And I believe we're also going to have an official presentation. The two umpires, Mark Holmes, Cesar Ruiz-Guinezu, Charles Seville is your umpire in the stands. As Rito Garenze on the far side just welcomes the crowd on the far side. And we will play as well the Swiss national anthem before we get underway.
gentlemen, please, a round of applause. Thank you very much. And without any further ado, let me introduce you to the players.
So the national anthem has been played. We will now have the players introduced to us. And first being called forward is Melissa Gansi, the first ever lady to win the Snow Polo World Cup. Delighted to have her back here this year playing. And number 2 is Jason Crowder. Number 3, Alejandro Navisha Estrada, and playing at back, part of a famous Gracida Polo dynasty, Mariano Gracida. Playing against them now for FlexJet in the white shirts. And it is Nicholas Johansson playing. He has been sharing the lineup on the team sheet with Jonathan Tidswell Pretorius, but he is at the number 2, Pelagio Berezzari. What a tournament he has had. And at number 3, a player who has got better and better in every single game, Facundo Sola, the 8-goal player, becoming accustomed to these conditions and playing it back. The son of the godfather of polo, it is Tito Gaudense. So those are your 2 lineups. As I mentioned, Cesar Ruiz Guineazú, Mark Holmes, they are your 2 umpires. Chukkers will be reduced again to 5.5 minutes per chukker here in this 3rd and 4th place playoff. Welcome to Polo Line TV then from around the world. We are, of course, across the social media channels, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube TV, and exclusively on our app. Let us know what you think. Thank you for joining us. The lake, it has been ploughed. The field is running, and off we go in this 3rd and 4th place playoff. The backhand played there away by Berezzari, picked up here now by Sola, stolen away by Gracida. Gracida now looking to go on a little bit of a run. Coming back now is Berezzari, there with the backhand is Sola, and now the game is running. The last game really affected by the falling snow. Now the snow has stopped, the sun is shining, and we're good to go here with Jason Crowder. Crowder running it round here for World Polo League. To the left-hand side of Johansson. Gaudense got the hook in. There now is Navisha Estrada with the near side. Backhand just wide to the left-hand side. So the second of our 3 games here this afternoon. Earlier on, we saw last year's champions, Macaj, run out the winners of the 5th and 6th place playoff. Now it is the turn of FlexJet against World Polo League. Coming out now to the right-hand side, it is Facundo Sola. Closed down quickly there by Crowder. Facundo Sola has a look for Gaudense at the front. But it is going to be Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada. A little bit of a sandwich. The umpires say play on, and it's going to be Gaudense. Gaudense with a near side shot, driving it long down the ground, and it's here now with Berezzari. Berezzari with a shot towards the back line. It's going to stay in play. Navisha Estrada now with a chance on the counter. Oh, he just left it behind, but he's got the backup, and it is here now with Gracida. His first chance to have an impression on the contest out here now as Gracida looks to take on Facundo Sola. Facundo Sola, great play there. Strength by Mariano Gracida. But look at that by Nicholas Johansson. Wonderful defense, but still goes Gracida. Gracida in between Johansson and Sola. Mariano Gracida. This will be one of the goals of the tournament. What a score by Mariano Gracida. He makes it 1-0 early on in this contest. Mariano Gracida running it down. He had so much work to do, having picked it up right in front of his own goal line, then finishing there in between Sola and Johansson. Gracida, what a goal that was. You saw him really come into his own in the game yesterday. That half goal FlexJet start with. So 1-0 now, World Polo League lead, and it's Jason Crowder, MVP in the opening victory. Looks to go again. He gets it in front of Gaudense, and it's going to be Crowder. Crowder, couldn't quite find the goal shot. He's going to get there on the near side, goes back over the back line. But how great is this to see the players running quickly on the lake. That first game, of course, not a lot could be done about the conditions. The snow was falling hard They told us for weather gods that the snow it would stop about midday, and they got it exactly right. It could not be better now. There's no wind. The lake is looking perfect as the shot goes down the ground. Running up now, looking for Facundo Sola. Sola appealing for a foul. Gracida apologises there to Sola coming across. We will have a look on the instant replay. Delighted to have a television back here. First to see these players close by. You see Gracida, yeah, just coming across. Went for the backhand, had no play on the ball, so it's going to be a penalty. Now Sola, he was running through pretty quick, so you just wonder whether they might take this one all the way up to a 20 or whether they drop it on the 40. We will see. But absolutely delighted to see the crowd is building up here. More and more people turning up here for this contest, the final, the Kushnat practice, playing later on against 2 times winners, Azerbaijan, Land of Fire. What a game, what a contest that one promises to be. But here it is going to be a 40-yard penalty. So a big chance, practically impossible, the 40s in the last game. You want to keep it low, which Sola has done, but it's going to go wide to the left-hand side. Oh, it's going to roll close, actually, but it has ended up just falling a little bit short. I called left a little bit early, but it falls short, and it will be World Polo League possession. Here now with Gracida. Gracida gives it straight away to Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada beaten to it for dummy backhand play, and it's going to be picked up here now. It's Pelagio Berezzati. Berezzati with the tap up towards the goal, and FlexJet get their noses in front. 1.5 goals to 1. Good play initially it was by Facundo Sola. We have a look again on the instant replay. Sola stop him at the front. Berezzati ran it through. No mistake at all. 1.5 goals to 1 here in this first chukker. So players back in the centre of the ground. These shortened chukkers here today with these conditions. So just over a minute to go. And the whistle has gone on the field. I think it was Facundo Sola who's just taken a little bit of a knock. So with the conditions improving, you'd imagine we would likely stick to the timing schedule. 2:30 the final scheduled to get underway here. But so much to be played for, of course, as the ball comes into play. Crowder sends it looking for Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada hooked out of it by Berezzati, but Gracida, what a goal that was by Gracida in the opening minutes of this game, as it's now there. Big bump on a ride off by Ganzi, but coming through now in defence is Crowder. Navisha Estrada sends it back looking for Melissa Ganzi. Ganzi being chased by Berezzati. Berezzati, he gets there on the near side. In there comes Crowder, but picking up the line behind him was Facundo Sola. Facundo Sola was coming through. He wants this one to go in his favour. You saw there the backhand hit. Didn't look like Sola had turned on the line, but there were a couple of other players around the vicinity as well. But they have said this one is in favour of FlexJet, so it will go down. It will be penalty 2 would be my best guess, but let's see where the umpires place it. Or they may pull them back to a 40 yards. Well, they've got to be a little bit careful, World Polo League. We've seen the zero tolerance when it comes to talking back to the umpires in this tournament, so they'll be keeping a close eye on too much talking, and it's going to be a 40-yard penalty. Sola, a chance to stretch that lead. So it is going to be Sola. He hits a beautiful strike there, straight through the centre of the goal. So Facundo Sola scores. For those joining us for the first time weekend, big thank you to you, just to remind you of some of these rules. After a goal is scored, they don't change ends. They do come back to the middle. Either way, that is the end of a chukker. So we will get underway with them actually changing ends due to the end of a chukker. But at the end of the first chukker, it is 2.5 goals to 1 in favour of FlexJet. So welcome back, Evan. The players about to make their way back onto the lake for the second of our forward chukkers. Just to go with you then, as I was saying, for those joining us for the first time, some of the rules on the lake. When a goal is scored, players come back to the centre of the ground, and there will be a roll-in from the middle, but ends do not change. If the ball goes out over the boards, again, players go back to the middle, there will be a roll-in. The times when the end changes in between chukkers, there is a chance, though, in the second and third chukker, players go the same way because there's a coin toss before the game where the ends are decided both for the first and the third chukkers. I hope that all makes sense to those joining for the first time today. 2 lengths of penalties, or 3 lengths of penalties. There's the penalty from the centre of ground, the penalty from the spot. If it's up near the goal mouth, it will either be a 40-yard undefended penalty or a 20-yard undefended penalty. Those penalties, they are not easy in these conditions. You want to be keeping the ball low to take the wind out of the equation, and also the fact we play with a slightly softer ball. Big thank you, of course, to our sponsors here on Polo Line TV, Clanova, ORS Hydration in particular, while we're here. But the ball goes back in play. FlexJet, they lead 2.5 goals to 1. World Polo League and Melissa Gansey, they have the ball. We already saw Grant Gansey playing in the last game, winning the penalty shootout and playing a great game, Grant Gansey, in that last game with Makaj. But here, at the moment, there's a whistle on the ground early in this second chukker. Just having a look, a couple of players going towards it. I think it was a player in white coming across in front of the World Polo League. So it's going to be a 40-yard penalty as we're speaking about. We saw Facundo Sola hit one absolutely perfectly in the last chukker. What can Crowder do? Crowder with the penalty takes it up right. Oh, it just bobbles over the goal line, and what a finish that was by Jason Crowder. Hit that one just as well, if not better, than Facundo Sola before the goal is scored. 2.5 goals to 2. The deficit reduced to just that half goal on handicap. So ball comes back into play. It is worth saying the wind, not really a factor at the moment. I'm looking at the flags next to me. They're not blowing yet. We tend to see that come into play in the third game of the day. But at the moment, it's pretty still, and the blue sky disappeared from us, but the snow is not falling at this point. As the backhand played, turning onto it first is going to be Facundo Sola. Sola, Crowder coming together. Crowder just did enough, but falls now for Berezzati. Berezzati, near side backhand play. Turning there is Estrada. Look at Alejandro Navidra. Estrada go. It's Navidra. Estrada reaching out. The ball just got a little bit stuck. Vevo is Gracida. Gracida giving it back to Estrada. Estrada with the tap, takes it out. Estrada sends it wide left. It may well stay in play though, as Gracida looks to continue the attack. Gracida, the little flick dummy backhand. Reading it was Gaudense. There now it's Estrada, and it's Gracida to finish it off. Mariano Gracida, his second score of the game, the third for World Polo League, and they lead once again. A quick 1-2. Jason Crowder and Mariano Gracida with the 2 goals in this second chukker. So the first game of this tournament, it was Jason Crowder, the MVP for this World Polo League side. But Mariano Gracida, he's got better and better, and what an opening stage as he has had. That first goal, perhaps goal of the tournament so far. Watch that one on the highlight reel on Polo Line as it comes away now for Navitra Estrada coming back. Navitra Estrada with the tail backhand, looking for Crowder to get there. It will be, though, backed away by Sola, looking for Gaudense. Gaudense, Tito Gaudense sends it up and over. And it's going to be a roll in from the center of the ground. Coming across and making his presence felt at the front of our lineup. The umpires aren't going to like that, was Estrada. Ball now goes in play. Estrada sends it up against the boards again. It does stay in play. Now watch for Berezzati. He was calling for the pass, and he will get it from Sola, but Berezzati just goes behind him again. Here now is Navitra Estrada. Navitra Estrada reaches out behind him. No play on the ball with Sola, so it's Navitra Estrada coming through. Coming back as Johansson. Johansson does enough there, but the backup with Crowder wide to the right-hand side. As we approach the final 2.5 minutes or so of this second chukker. 4 chukkers, slightly shortened. We wait to see whether we play full length in the final. But coming away now, it is Facundo Sola. Sola, as we've seen over the years, one of, if not the finest attacking players in World Polo, and he's really getting to grips now with the conditions. But it's Berezzati who wins the foul behind him. Navitra Estrada coming across, left frustrated. As we see on the instant replay there, the ball just came away off the pony. Navitra Estrada wondered if he would get away with it, having hit the backhand himself, but the umpires say no. They're going to go down. And let's see where they place it. Is it going to be 20 yards out or 40 yards out? We'll just take a ball off the field of play as well behind us. But it's really beginning to buzz here on the lake. The first game, understandably, people were waiting for the snow to stop before making their way to the lake from a beautiful setting behind us here at St. Moritz. This 40th year, and you can hear the crowd. Jan-Erik Frank really getting him going in the background. Great to see how well supported this weekend has been. Last year, we saw just under 25,000 people visiting the lake over a weekend, and this year, I reckon it's that, if not more, as Sola steps up. Sola, 40 yards out wide to the left-hand side. So it remains World Polo League out in front, 3 goals to 2.5, with the ball on the back line here with Gracida. Gracida. Jason Crowder goes up. Navitra Estrada picks up possession of the ball. Navitra Estrada sends it up. It will just stay in play. And there is Gracida again. Gracida looking for Crowder. Crowder coming across. Won't get enough distance on the first one, but Gracida, he does, but leaves the ball behind. As it's here now, once again, with Crowder. Crowder, behind him is Navitra Estrada. Navitra Estrada taps it to the right, waiting still with him is Gaudense. Navitra Estrada finds a little bit of space to the left, now looks to fight through the waiting combination of Sola. Berezzati passes it to Gracida. Gracida gives it back. It's a 1-2 between Gracida and Navitra Estrada. What a team goal that was, as we have a look on the instant replay. Have a look here. Navitra Estrada sent it across. Gracida, seeing Navitra Estrada get clear, gave it straight back to him, and the goal is scored. So World Polo League What a game this is. 3 goals to 3.5. The shot goes down the line. Across there now comes Facundo Sola. There goes the buzzer. We've got 30 seconds left in this first half. Can either side get themselves in front? Navisha Estrada sends it back. They come together. Oh, it's Crowder. Has he got time? Has he got space? He's been chased every step of the way, and now back here it is going to be Facundo Sola. Sola looking for Berezzati. Berezzati beaten to it again, and that will likely be the end of that opportunity as the backhand played by Garense. Sola couldn't get the touch to keep the attack going, but he will have one more chance. Sends it up. Cressida, he's back. Cressida in front of Johansson. Johansson comes across. There goes the buzzer, and that will be the end of the second. Chucker, 4 goals to 2.5. World Polo League, they lead. And what an opening half that was. We've been waiting for the day to really begin, and it has done that and more. We're at the halfway stage, the third and fourth place playoff. World Polo League lead. So welcome back here. We're getting ready for the second half. And what a first half of polo that was. We wondered at what point the snow would stop. We were sitting at breakfast earlier, watching it falling down hard. It had been overnight as well. But it's pretty perfect out there now. The snow has stopped. And it is 4 goals to 2.5 in favour of World Polo League. Started this tournament so strong, World Polo League, with that victory on the opening day. That was actually against FlexJet, so it is a repeat of the opening day between these two sides. And the final as well, we did see those two playing each other on the first day as well. That was half a goal, separated for Kushnat practice. And Team Azerbaijan that day. Are we going to get a repeat in the final? Really excited that one. But plenty left here in this third and fourth place playoff before we go to the lunch break. As is now picked up here by Facundo Sola. Sola sends Nicholas Johansson. Nicholas Johansson, can he finish it off? Oh, he had Mariano Gracida breathing down his neck every step away and taking it now on the near side. In front of Gracida is Berezzati. Berezzati to the left-hand side of Crowder. Berezzati takes it out the air. He's past Crowder. He's past Gracida. Couldn't get past Navisha Estrada as it's here now with Navisha Estrada. Leads the ball behind as the umpires stop them in their tracks. Let's have a look on the instant replay. A couple of appeals going on. I think it may well go in favour of the white shirts, as you saw there, picking it in front of Gaudense. So a short 20-yard penalty in favour of the white shirts, and a big chance here for Facundo Sola just to make it a 1.5 goal game once again. So Facundo Sola with the 20-yard penalty. The goal is scored. So it is 1.5 goals now separating these two sides as we start to dig into this third and penultimate chukka. As you hear the music in the background, the atmosphere really building out here in this third period of play. Jason Crowder with the near side pickup. Coming back with him is Berezzati. Berezzati with the tail goes into the audience, and that will be a roll in from the centre once again. Melissa Ganzi. Great to see her back here again. As said earlier, she was the first until last year when Lydia Gauss won it with Makaj, the only lady player to have won this Snow Polo World Cup. And always great to see the support. They'll be heading off to the World Polo League in Wellington after this. But now, can they get themselves the third place in this tournament? Navisha Estrada takes it to first for right-hand side. Waiting with them is Berazadi, and eventually the umpires blow a whistle on the play. See which way this one goes as we have a look at the instant replay. Navisha Estrada it was. He's going to say they needed to give him a bit more room there, and that is indeed what the umpires are saying. Tito Gaudenze getting the frustration of his teammates, and it's going to be a close penalty here for World Polo League. See the helicopters flying in behind us as well. Was the cross-country ski championship taking place on St. Moritz this weekend as well. The television coverage behind us just showing the scenes of that, but here back on the ground, it's a 20-yard penalty for Jason Crowder. So Crowder, 20 yards out, through the centre of the goal. He makes no mistake at all. 5 goals to 3.5. Just over 3 minutes remaining, 3.5 minutes I should say, in this third chukker. So players back in the centre of the ground. World Polo League with the momentum, with the advantage. Ball goes in play. Fighting for there with Johansson. Left the ball behind in Navisha Estrada. He's gone again. And it's Alejandro Navisha Estrada. We've seen his young teammates at the front with the attackers so far. Leaves it for Crowder. Crowder couldn't get the clear shot at goal. And good defensive play by Gaudenze. But the backup with Mariano Gracida is there. But the umpires, I think, just called play to a stop before the goal was scored. We'll have a look again on the instant replay. I might well be saying there that Gaudenze had the line. Coming across there, looking to get his own ball, was Navisha Estrada. But the whistle was blown. It's going to be one in favour of FlexJet. So it is going to be FlexJet with the ball on the back line. Ooh, look at that. Crowder came in to meet Facundo Sola. I'm not sure Facundo Sola was expecting him, but he got away with it. Facundo Sola now with Crowder committed. Thought he might have a go at running. Crowder came back giving absolutely everything, but perhaps a little bit too much according to the umpires. That one will be a foul in favour of FlexJet. Crowder coming underneath the swing of Facundo Sola, as we will see on the instant replay. It was good play initially by Crowder to put on the pressure, but then he may well have been better off letting him go. FlexJet, they want it to be from 20, but they're going to pull it back to 40 yards out. But nonetheless, we've seen Facundo Sola. He's got one from here, missed a couple, but can he make it 2 out of 4? So Facundo Sola it is, 40 yards. It looked close, but it's just wide to the left-hand side once again. So Sola unable to get another one for his team, wide to the right. So World Polo League, they remain in control. 2.5 minutes or so remaining in this third of our 4 chukkers. Both these games so far reduced to 5.5 minutes per chukkers. We see another foul on the field. We'll have a look at the replay. It's going to be in favour of FlexJet again. It was Gracida coming back across in front of Facundo Sola. And it's going to be a 20-yard penalty this time, you would imagine, with it being a little bit closer to goal. They could really do with this one. You see, as the game goes on, the conditions, they do get a little bit more tricky as we go into the afternoon. Facu Sola with the shot. Oh, it just snuck inside. You heard it, Dali Facu from the crowd, and Facu Sola delivers. He makes it 5 goals to 4.5 now. Big goal there for Facundo Sola, just snuck inside that goalpost. Players come back to the centre. Half a goal separating these two sides now. The ball sent down the ground by Berezzati. There now is Gracida. Gracida looking for Ganzi. Ganzi with a chance to go. And she gets there in front of Berezzati. It's Melissa Ganzi. Ganzi hooked out of it, but it's there now for Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada ridden hard by Sola. Sola, oh, stolen in front of Garenzi by Gracida. Berezzati, he's got to do some desperate defence now. And now coming across Garenzi. There's Crowder. All the umpires, they're not going to like it. Now, who turned first? Let's wait and see what the decision is. Two players both turning on the line. We've got the benefit of the instant replay. Gaudenze, he came down. Oh, I think this one could go in favour of World Polo League. The umpires are going to take their time. They've got a third man in the crowd as well. Gaudenze and Crowder giving absolutely everything to try and get the ball there. Couple of players taking a chance just to go off and have a chat in the sidelines again. World Polo League think it's going to go their way. Now they're coming back towards the centre of the ground. And they're going to give a throw-in. So that would suggest foul, offset foul. So maybe just a little bit too much as the sides went for it, causing danger. All of these rules, of course, are made for safety. So throw-in is the decision. No goal was scored. So they just wait for Jason Crowder to get his way back to the front of the line. Navisha Estrada with the backhand. Jason Crowder picks it up. They both go for it in the air, him and Berezzati. And Berezzati, he got there. Now Gaudenze, Tito Gaudenze with the drive down the line. They're saying it went out and might have hit a person, but that's not the case. So Ganzi looks to go. Melissa Ganzi, she's out, she's away. She looks to give it to Navisha Estrada. Navisha Estrada picks up the pass, hits the shot through the goal. What a play. Melissa Ganzi, she gave it to Navisha Estrada. The goal is scored, and that is World Polo League at their best. The goal is scored, and what a play by Melissa Ganzi, sending the pass to Navisha Estrada, and Navisha Estrada, he did the rest. And we're seeing some great play by both sides here in this game. 6 goals to 4.5. We're going into the final stages of this third chukker. And the ball goes back in play. Now, FlexJet, they need to get it, and they could really do with a goal in this third period of play. Berezzati leaves it for Facundo Sola. Berezzati now takes it back. Berezzati hooked out of it by Crowder. Crowder with the tail backhand into the pony. Turning onto it first is Gracida, and Gracida taps it back round. Gracida against the boards, looks to give it back to himself. All the players again going for it, giving it everything they have. Gracida sent it into a crowd. We will go back to the centre for a roll in, and we won't have time to see the roll in. So the end of the third chukker. 1 left in this contest, and it's World Polo League out in front. FlexJet in white with it all to do. 6 goals to 4.5. So welcome back here. The final chucker. This is being played for the Macaj Trophy as well. That wonderful ski winter clothing line. Who is going to get it? It's going to be runaway here now. And it's Pelagio Berezardi. Berezardi being chased by a trio of players in purple. Pelagio, can he score? It's on the doorstep. Johansson, he's there, but Berezardi finishes it off. And that is exactly the start the team in white needed in this final chucker. Berezardi, he takes it out. They were all chasing him, but they couldn't stop him. Pelagio Berezardi just gets there again in front. What a score that was. So players come back to the centre. They won't wait for all of them. There's half a goal in it now. 5.5 to 6, but the umpires, oh, there was a tumble below us. I missed what exactly happened there. It was off the play. Not sure whether we caught it on the camera. Let's have a look. It was Facundo. Oh no, it was behind Facundo Solo. His horse just thought better of it, but he does jump straight back out. The crew, they will come out to give him a lift back to the pony lines. It is amazing. It just tells you how good the conditions on this lake are. The work that gets done, that so few falls do happen. Chris McKenzie, he took a little bit of a stumble on the first day. Cameron Bacon yesterday, but no damage done to any player. It tends to just be a horse slightly losing its footing, sending the player one way while it goes the other. For Facundo Solo now, he's got a smile on his face as he heads off. The VIP treatment taken off the ground. And he will come back. Short break, just to be checked out, make sure he's good to go again. And as the players come back, a reminder of the schedule. The big game, the final, due to take place about 2:30 here in Europe, 1:30 in the UK, and late morning over in parts of the US. And as you start to wake up over in California, South America as well, a big American contingent here this year. Great to see. Over in South Africa as well, Chris McKenzie, he will be playing in that final, I'm sure. His parents, Buster and Penny McKenzie, they will be watching. They really have had a great tournament, Chris McKenzie and that Kushnap practice side. As Facundo Solo makes his way back onto the tournament, gets the crowd away if he's good to go. What a player he is, what a talent. His first time here playing in St. Moritz. And as you tend to see, some of these players, they just take a day or so, but he really has lit up the tournament yesterday in that big victory as it just comes behind. Still now with Facundo Solo. Can we see a little bit of magic again? Oh, sends it up into the crowd, close to the Polo Line Tower. And we are back to where we were. 5.5 goals to 6. World Polo League lead this game. The ball goes in play. Navisha Estrada sends it again. They'll be happy for play to continue at this. The clock will continue to tick down as they wait again. I think try and pick out what way either side is going there. Facundo Solo thought he'd give it a go. Just hanging as the ball goes in play. And here now, back over. As they start again, this time it does stay in play as Gracida. Ball on the near side, Crowder not far away. Gracida, he will get there. Can we see a bit of magic here from Crowder? Crowder on the near side, left the ball behind. Shot under the neck there by Facundo Solo, but it's Gracida going back first. Tail backhand played. Where's Estrada? Estrada, he won't get there in front of Sola. Sola sends it up the ground. Backhand played into a pony there, and it is now with Facundo Solo. Sola, in comes Estrada. Estrada just did enough. Where's Berezardi? He thinks better of committing, and it's turned around now by Gracida. Gracida leaves the ball behind. Gracida, and it's sent up this time over on the far side. So the clock continues to tick, and we just seem to be getting a little bit stuck in a recurring theme of throw-in after throw-in. 2 minutes 57 remaining here. Gracida and a couple of other players just asking if they might be able to go off and change change ponies. We haven't been seeing that so far today with the shorter chuckers. Be interesting to see whether we play the 7 minutes or the 5-minute chuckers as we go into the final. Just a moment to say as well, as we are in the 40th edition of the Snow Polo World Cup here in 2025. Next year, they have already adjusted the dates a little bit. The tournament will be in the final weekend of January, January 31 over that weekend. So do mark your calendars if you are in travelling distance here of St. Moritz. I do encourage you to try and make it if you can. It is the most amazing weekend that they put on. We've been delighted to be part of it here with Polo Line for the last few years. And the atmosphere, the music, the food, the drink, it really is a celebration of this beautiful sport. Now, World Polo League, Jan-Erik Franke was just doing a tester of the crowd, of the audience. It's certainly World Polo League with the louder crowds behind them. They have the lead by half. Now they're with Crowder. Crowder gives it back to Facundo Sola. Picked up now, though, by Gracida, who goes. Gracida running away from Johansson. Gracida just chooses to give it to Crowder. Crowder couldn't get the cleanest of shots. Navigia Estrada hooked out of it by Sola. The backhand played by Gracida to nobody, though. And turning onto it first is going to be Pelagio Berezzari. We're into the final 3 minutes now of this final chucker. Half a goal separating them. Crowder picks it in front of Garenzi. Crowder takes it out to the left-hand side. Johansson chasing him. Crowder on the near side. Sends it a little bit down the pitch. Picks it up on the near side again. Turning first is going to be Facundo Sola. Sola behind him there is Berezzari. Berezzari in front of Crowder again. It's going to be Berezzari with a little bit of time. Goes to the tail backhand looking for Garenzi. Garenzi. The ball won't reach him. There was Estrada, but now goes Sola, digs it up the turf, and now with Berezzari. Berezzari sends it down the ground. A big period of play here as Crowder comes around. He thought he had the space. The umpires say otherwise. So, is this going to be a chance for FlexJet? Crowder came across. He thought he had the space on the near side in front of Berezzari. From that angle, certainly up here from the tower, it didn't look like enough. So it's going to be a close penalty to FlexJet. Reminder, these two, they played on the opening day of the tournament. That day, it was World Polo League who took the victory, getting themselves into that semi-final yesterday. But FlexJet looking to reverse it. They're going to have a penalty from 20 yards out. Facundo Sola. Oh, it's against the post. Facundo Sola. They get away with it, World Polo League, and that lead stays intact. Half a goal still. Here is Navigia Estrada. Navigia Estrada taps it. We're saying this third day of polo here on the lake, it does tend to be the best day of the weekend as it's here now. Picked up there by Gracida. Gracida looking for Crowder. World Polo League, if they get the next goal, you feel like it will be them claiming this Macaj trophy as it's here again with Crowder. Crowder gives it back to Estrada. Estrada to the left-hand side there. And it's Estrada. He's got round. He's going to be right up there against the back line. The ball, it will stay in play for Estrada. Coming across, defending desperately a FlexJet, and a little bit too desperate, according to the umpires. So the whistle has been blown. It was Navigia Estrada, the ball right there on the back line. Yeah, so it's going to be a spot hit for World Polo League or a 20. They're going to choose a 20, I think. They were just riding there into the swing of Navigia Estrada as he came through. And it's going to be 20 yards out. And if they can get this, you feel like it will be pretty close to securing that Macaj trophy. A wonderful ski, snow, winter wear, the Macaj brand. Their chief executive here to present the prize. as Crowder with the penalty, with the score, no mistake at all. So having seen Facundo Sola come short with the 20-yarder, I should say, at the far side, Crowder, he shows them how it's done. 7 goals to 5.5. And with under 2 minutes to go, there's a long way back now for FlexJet, as it's picked up there by Berezzati. Berezzati looking for Sola. Sola, he's got to get going quickly. Across comes Gracida. Gracida gives it to Melissa Ganzi. Melissa Ganzi in front of Berezzati, and it's Ganzi. We saw her assist Navisha Estrada earlier on. Melissa Ganzi, she passes it to Crowder. Crowder with the tap back to Melissa Ganzi. Melissa Ganzi, Sola comes across. The defensive play by Facundo Sola as Navisha Estrada picks it back up again. Across there comes Berezzati. And the bell, it did go amidst all of the action. So the win, the Makaj Trophy, goes to World Polo League Melissa Ganzi. What a game it was by the World Polo League captain Melissa Ganzi, Jason Crowder, Alejandro Navisha Estrada, and Mariano Gracida. They take home the victory in the 3rd and 4th place playoff for Makaj Trophy. It was a great tournament by FlexJet. Nicholas Johansson, congratulations, joint team captains, him and Jonathan Tidswell Pretorius. But they are the 4th place team of the tournament. So all that remains now is the final, the Snow Polo World Cup. That one to take place, 2:30 scheduled to start. The Kushnap practice. Chris McKenzie, Cedro Estrada, Eduardo Greggi, Francisco Balastegui. They will be playing 2 times winner, Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire. As we have a look here at the stats of the game as well, as you see World Polo League going off celebrating their victory into the tents. They were up against it. It was a great comeback by FlexJet, but they just came short in the end. So as we have a look now at the story of the game coming onto the screen. 2 field goals for FlexJet, 4 for World Polo League. World Polo League dominated the throw-ins, and despite giving away probably too many fouls, the fact that they came away with a 100% record leaves them as the winners of the day. What a game that was. What a day for World Polo League. They run out for winners. We will see you for our final. That one due to get underway about 2:30. Until then, from all of us here at Polo Line TV, a big thank you, and we'll see you very soon.